Oh, it's starting to rain, honey.
We can still go ahead. I'm rolling.
Okay, it's starting to rain, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm, and it's pretty nice to have some moisture back. You see the clouds in the background. On one of our farms today, we got 2 4/10. At the Judy house, Judy farm, we got 2 inches. Jan, you got a raincoat on. That's not fair.
Yours is in the car.
You put a hood on. I'm out here in this. I'm gonna zip up. There, I feel better now. Anyway, we're in the calving herd. I think we're approaching around 70 calves. This is the 23rd. Is today the 26th? We didn't get a calf until April 6th. We finally got a calf, and
then we had to wait another week.
Yeah, another week, and then they started coming, and we set a record yesterday. We had 9 in one day, and we've had a day of 8 and some 7s and some 6s, and so yeah, we put the bulls in last year, July 1st, and we took them out August 31st. So they're in there for 60 days, and it really tightened up our calving window. And so you can see, let's just walk out here, you can see. Yeah, there's calves everywhere.
That's a really nice dark one there.
Yeah. So Isaac and Ike and Joel have been handling the lion's share of the calving, and I've been kind of taking care of the bulls and the steers, and it's good for them. They've done a masterful job, and we're just tickled to death that they've been able to handle it. And yeah, we're almost through. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got about 7 more days, and we'll have made a complete rotation around dogs. And Isaac was saying yesterday it's pretty much recovered, and so we'll be ready to start our second pass here in 7 days, which will be about the grazing school. So yeah, grazing school's coming up next week. Ian and Pam will be here.
We'll be in day 2.
Yes.
So
yes.
When you say it's fully recovered, what are we talking about?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So what we're looking at is,
let's just look at this pile right here.
Yeah, well, you can see this is not recovered. So when you come back around in 30 days or whatever your rotation is, if your leaves are blunt like that, you're not ready to graze it. If they've got a nice sharp point on them like this plant, you're good to go.
Now, how many should that be?
How many what?
Sharp points.
Well, they should all be sharp.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If you separate out the actual plant and look at it, there should be 4 to 5 leaves that look like that on there. The cattle, they've only been on here since they moved them in here about 4 o'clock this afternoon, so they haven't been here very long. But there's over 100 head in here. And there's some heifers in here from last year, real late heifers, summer heifers. It'd be like 300 pounders. There's probably 20 of those. And then the rest are all cows that are calving. So yeah, we got some beautiful, beautiful red calves out here, and I see a cow walking away from us in areas that that one looks like she could calve any minute. This one right here in front of us, Jan, she just calved probably a day or 2 ago.
Right, it's got a little white tip on its tail.
Let's walk out here on this point right here. pretty calf right there. 425. So our numbering system, the first number 4 is the year, so it'd be 2024. And then the second number is
Talk to me.
the second number. The 25 means it's the 25th calf born this year. And this little guy here doesn't have a tag in his ear, so it means he was born this morning. So he will get a tag tomorrow. Folks, we don't tag on the first day that they're born. I don't recommend doing that. I've done it a couple times and I really got burned. I had a first calf heifer, meaning it was her first calf. She'd popped the calf out and I come walking up with an ear tag. I'm gonna get that tag put in that new calf's ear while it's just born. It's still wet. And she's licking on it, mooing to it. And I walk up to her and she looks at me and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And she walks off to the cow herd. The cow herd's probably 50 yards away. So I put the tag in the ear and I back up, she doesn't come back. So I get a wire, a poly wire, and I sort her out and I put her in with the calf. She never claimed that calf. I mistakenly went in there and broke that bonding time with her and her calf. So do it on the second day. Don't go up there and slap a tag on them the first day. There's a good chance that you could end up with a barren calf that, you know, cow's like, "I'm done." You know, you boogered that up. There was a guy on YouTube, I'm not going to mention his name, but he was grabbing a calf and she had it and she was mooing to it and licking on it. He's grabbing it up and he's got a towel out there, rubbing the calf down, getting all the stuff off of it. It's like, what are you doing? Leave the cow alone. He's out there rubbing the calf off. It wasn't even cold outside. So that's a real good way to come up with a bottle calf, is going out there messing with that calf. While she's licking on it, leave her alone. So, yeah, not a good thing to do. Well, it's going to be interesting to see. In about another 40 days, these calves, look at that one right there, honey.
Mm-hmm.
That is a beautiful cow. They're all beautiful. Some of them are just prettier than others. But we're pretty tickled. These are South Pole cattle. We've done well with the South Pole. They are a all grass breed. We don't, in our bylaws, they say, you know, don't feed them grain. These cattle were developed for all grass. They're finishing them 100% on grass. We are under the impression that if you got to feed cows grain to keep them on your farm, there's no money in beef cattle, none. Matter of fact, you're working for the people that are selling you the grain. So you need to get animals that can make it out here on this landscape. And we're going to be selling some cow-calf pairs later in July, August on our website. If you're not signed up for our newsletter, you ought to get on there, because if you're on the newsletter, you'll get a tip when they're posted.
Now, where do you find that newsletter?
The newsletter's on our website, Green Pastures Farm.
You have to go sign it, put your name, your email address in there.
That's all you got to do is put your email address on it. And we send out an update every 7 to 10 days, and I think it'd be a good way to keep up if you want to get some of these.
And sometimes we let those people know first before we put it on YouTube.
Absolutely. Yep. So I wanted to give a plug for our conference that I'm going to be doing in Virginia. That's coming up the 3rd week of May. And you can go, I did a video on it. I got Catawba, Virginia. It's a 1-day workshop. And it's actually on pretty close to Virginia Tech.
Right, yeah, close to Roanoke.
Roanoke, yep. Anyway, it's looking like we're going to get some more rain tonight. You told me it was all gone.
That's what it said.
Well, if you said that, why'd you put a raincoat on when we got out?
Because it was sprinkling.
And I didn't.
Oh, well. But yeah, I want to go walk around here and see the calves before it gets too much darker.
Yep. Well, folks, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you down the road. Hit that subscribe button all out, and y'all have a great day.